we have a very honored and a very distinguished guest who is present with us. It's unfortunate that our chairperson or our president for the organization is not present within the country to attend the meeting at the moment. He's attending to business in South Africa, where he's also helping to set up branches there, and he's doing magnificent work. He's a servant of the organization, working on behalf of the organization there in South Africa to set up new and wonderful things that are coming. And unfortunately, our vice national chair, or our vice national president, is also not feeling well. She just had a operation just recently, and unfortunately she is still undergoing that period of bed rest. And in the absence of those two most senior people, there is someone who steps in to fill that leadership role, to, in a sense, take that leadership role as the figurehead of the organization in such a moment in time. And she would, in a sense, be the acting president. And she's such a wonderful and a warm lady. Whenever you want things done, whenever you need assistance, she's always there to help. And, you know, whenever things need to get done, I can tell you for a fact that this very day today, she had to go in London. You know, those that know the Zimbabwe Vision will know that the Zimbabwe Vision is one of the organizations that the restoration of human rights is interacting with, or is our sister organization. She was there to man the tent there and be there as one of the main coordinators there. So she's doing fantastic work for the organization, and she's a wonderful person. So with all of that said, I want us to put our hands together for our National Secretary General, the wonderful Mrs. Patricia Masana. As I indicated, there is so much that this lady does behind the scenes and quietly, but nonetheless, she gets many things done. You know. And I think I've spent much time, and we, at this point, know many of the people that are present. And the only thing that's there is that we've not formally stated who we are as an organization and what we stand for and what our cause is. Oh, I'm being told I'm getting old. Oh, indeed I am. My apologies. I did omit. Please do place all the blame on me on that one. I did omit to introduce someone who's very special and a dignified person within our organization, and a person who does so much work. Sometimes she does so much work that you even forget that she's there. That's how hardworking she is, you know. And I'm sure today, as you are working, as you are eating and you're helping your meal, you're helping someone who has harassed you for their money, and they're telling you need to pay up, you need to give them the tickets. And that wonderful lady is our head fundraiser, or head of fundraising within our national organization. And ladies and gentlemen, that person is the wonderful Miss Closest. Miss Closest. She is the boss of Mr. Ngami, so he often reminds me, you know. So I was definitely going to get a big kicking today if I had not introduced her. So my apologies again for that. Nonetheless, I was indicating that some of you might look up and you are seeing words written ROHR, UK chapter, Restoration of Human Rights, Zimbabwe Stop the Suffering. What exactly is that all about? What is this? What is the purpose that we're all gathered here? And just to briefly explain that and to briefly state what our organization is and, in a sense, what it stands for, what it represents, what our cause is, and the reason why we're gathered here. I would like to invite Mr. Nicodemus Ngano, if we may just put our hands together for Mr. Nicodemus Ngano to just give us that wonderful introduction to what our organization is, what our cause is, and why we're gathered here today. So, Mr. Nicodemus Ngano, if you may just come in and explain things to the people. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have with me something very special, and unfortunately, this special gift is only going to go to a chosen few. Those who are predominantly new members and don't know much about the organization, or older members that maybe feel they need to know more information about the organization, we just have some very wonderful flyers, very short, very brief, just explaining who the organization is, what the cause is, the organization stands for, and what it represents, and what we're trying to achieve, and the ways in which we're trying to achieve it. I also have a leaflet here and a flyer with me here on some of the activities that we're doing here within the UK. And one of those activities that we're doing here within the UK is going to be taking place on the 21st to the 23rd of October. So, for any new and prospective members, please write down that date in your ballot. From the 21st to the 23rd of October 2016, the Restoration of Human Rights is going to be holding its biannual national conference. So, we hold these once every 2 years. And you don't necessarily need to be a member to come to this conference. It's going to be a wonderful time. This conference is going to take place, it's in Sweden, and all the information on how you can book and how you can participate in this wonderful conference, which is going to take place on the 21st to the 23rd of October, from the Friday 21st to the 23rd of October. So you can get this information from these flyers and get all the contact details of how you can get involved in that. I also have another flyer on a national walk that we're doing. As a organization, mainly spearheaded by the Central London branch, there's going to be a walk that's going to be taking place from Brighton to London. So those that feel their stomachs are strong enough and their feet are tough enough to partake in that walk, you can come in and get involved. This is going to take place on the 12th to the 18th of August. So all the relevant details, again, they are all in there. So these are just some of the activities that we do as an organization. And as I indicated, if you want to get involved and you want to know more or find out, you can just come in and get some of those. And then, I believe my good friend Raphael was saying that he didn't get the form. Well, I can tell you for a fact, there is a form, and it's not just the only one, there are many other forms there as well. So, as I indicated, you don't necessarily need to be Zimbabwean in order for you to join this organization or support this cause. You can be of a different nationality, and you are not necessarily even compelled to be a member. You can even be a supporter and still get involved in the activities that we do. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, it is for a good cause. And if you can't join and be a member, please do come to the desk and get that form and get signed up. I also circulated just finally these, just copies of these. As I indicated, we're basically running behind. If you're going to adjust the times, adjust it by 4 hours, right? And make sure when it's written 2, you put it 6. And there are going to be some items on that events program that we're going to leave out. Right. One of those items will be obviously the solidarity speeches. We're not going to have any more of those solidarity speeches. And yeah, and a few other things. But as I indicated, we have done the introduction, we've done the opening prayer, and for those that have not yet received food, you can still go to the back and still get your portion served for you. But at this point in time, I'll just ask all of us to come to the front so that we can get some pictures, some good, nice pictures. And even when new people come in and other members come in, they will know that they were not in the pictures there, and we can show it off to them that we were there first and we were there. So if we may just take the next 5 to 10 minutes, just getting some pictures, if we may all just come to the front.